Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Damo, and on today's video we're going to get up close and personal a bit more with the 944. We're going to try doing a full detail on this. We're going to go through, I'm going to try for the first time in my life, run through the steps, giving it paint correction using one of the orbital polishes. Let's see how we get on. Right then, before we get started on this detailing special, please, if you haven't done already, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell icon, then you get notified whenever I do a new video. Cheers. So before we get started, the 944 is out there, ready for the first initial part of this process. I just thought I would run through very quickly the products that I intend to use. This isn't a sponsored YouTube video. I haven't been paid to do any of this. Sadly, if anybody would like to pay me, that would be great. But yeah, I don't get paid, so I don't endorse any of these brands as such. This isn't sort of a sponsored video. I make that very, very clear. I have purchased all this stuff myself. I also don't make no recommendations about it. If you use what products you want to use, I'm just sharing with you for informational purposes as much as anything else. I followed or I referenced a guide online. There's obviously lots of YouTube videos on detailing, paint correction, etc. Followed a post, very simple post from Avalon King website. I'll put the link down below. Anyway, I'll run through the products. Yeah, as I say, also a disclaimer that if you do follow this for your own means, know that machine polishing can be, well, it's a machine, and as a consequence it's using some pressure and pads and things like that. It can damage your paintwork ultimately if you're not careful, you don't know what you're doing, and it can go through the lacquer. As I say, I'm not a detailer. I have had cars detailed. I have paid lots of money to have cars detailed, and I have had them detailed with a final ceramic coat. But yeah, anyway, enough about that. And I've also had cars detailed where they have all the professionals gone through the lacquer, so be careful. If you've got a paint depth measure before you start, worth doing that. I'm going to take it really gently with this 944. Its paintwork's going to be 30 years old. A lot of the paintwork's probably not going to be original, but there are marks on it and things like that. I'm going to try and do my best to improve. Right, products then. I always use Snowfoam. Got a Snowfoam lance with the Karcher. Very, very good, easy to wash. Once you've done all this process, Snowfoam in your car becomes a whole lot simpler, because once you've Snowfoamed it, the foam does the work and then it just rinses off and then you just dry it. It's really easy. This is Dragon's Blood. It's an iron contamination remover. It's good for cleaning wheels safely and also getting any iron marks, which are difficult to spot on black paintwork, off your paint. I'm also, after this, or as well as this, with the paintwork, going to clay bar it. I've got some clay bars somewhere else. I think I use Maguire's spray, clay spray, quick detailer or something like that with the clay bar. You can get clay sponge things as well. I haven't got one of those. Then comes the fun bit. This is the orbital wall polisher. Get an orbital one. If you just get a normal rotating one, it can leave swirl marks and a slightly abrasive compound. I've never done this bit before. This bit is going to be the most interesting when I come to do it, so be careful. Then what you do is you finish it off with a layer of polish. You top the layer of polish off with a layer of wax. This is Maguire's Ultimate Liquid Wax, pure synthetic polymer. I haven't splashed out for ceramic, various reasons, cost being one, difficulty in applying it, never really worked with it before. People go on training courses to apply that stuff, so good luck if you are going to put ceramic on. But for me, for this car, just going with the liquid wax. There you go. Let's get started. Let's do some Snowfoam. Okay, so first stage is complete. First stage, it's foam washing the car. So we put a bit of the old dragon's blood on the wheels, and it really does look like dragon's blood. That's cool. What I've noticed, and I thought the paintwork on this car wasn't in the best of conditions, and overall it kind of isn't, but it does appear as though someone at some stage fairly recently has put like a wax coat on this, so the foam is running off quite nicely. I suspect, if you can sort of see here in the foam marks there, it's important, and I haven't done this, to get a shampoo or foam or something that will get off any old waxes or sealants that have been used on your paintwork. So I haven't got any, might have to get one. If not, just keep giving it a really good wash first before doing the cutting. There you go. Foam done for now anyway, and rinsed off and foamed again, and lots of foam. Right, so we're going to wash it now, and if I've learned anything in my many years of cars ownership, the one thing I have learned, probably I get slated for this because it's probably not right, 2-bucket method. Why the 2-bucket method? One for your soapy water to wash the car with, plain bucket of water for rinsing your cloth off, so that you're not putting the dirt and muck that you've pulled off the car with the soapy sponge back in there and then rubbing it all back in. The most important thing, again, as I understand when cleaning cars, contact with the car as minimal as possible, and whatever you do contact it with has to be really clean and grit free. Okay, it's then the next day. We're spanning this process out over a bit of time. Just wanted to show, this is just after the wash. So all we've done is wash the car. We are about to do the de-ionizer to get rid of any tar marks. Look at that. And the clay bar. But I just wanted to show and highlight, this is the roof obviously, some of the imperfections, shall we say, I think that's being polite, in the paintwork here. Which we're going to try, hopefully by the end of this process, bit of a before and after one here, to sort out. Okay, we've done a little squirty squirt with the dragon's blood all over. That is to get rid of any iron contamination. So you know, there's little bits of black that you're not going to see on here that sort of flick up on the road. Actually, I can't see it reacting anywhere. The dragon's blood is designed to react, and it colour changes. It's a bit whiffy, and it makes no bones about that. It says on the backet. Yeah, so we're actually going to just pop the car outside and rinse that dragon's blood off. Okay, on to the next bit then. So we've rinsed off all of the dragon's blood iron decontaminator stuff. We've now got this. It's Auto Finesse Glide Clay Bar. So we're just giving the car an overall clay. This is a nice light mist. Look at that. You're supposed to do about a 30 centimetre square. Need the clay bar in your hand to always kind of be on a clean piece, and then just rub it like that. You need the lube. There you go, the liquid. Not much came up there. Work that through, and then as you're going, I just buff off the clay bar lube, so to speak. It's getting all those little bits of debris that have pitted through the lacquer and the paintwork, and it makes all the paintwork nice and smooth. It kind of pulls them out. It's really important to have lots of liquid going on at the same time so the clay bar moves smoothly. What you don't want is the clay bar sort of sticking or anything like that. Always fun when you clay bar in, just to prove it works. This little bit here hasn't been clay barred. You put the clay spray on, doesn't move. Put it here where it has been clay barred. That's what should happen. I wouldn't recommend it because you're sort of scratching the paint. It doesn't matter because we're going to sort that out anyway. But yeah, that's clay barred and that isn't. Great, isn't it? It's not the best touch-up job in the world, but it looked a damn sight worse yesterday, and hopefully once we'll sort of have a go at smoothing that over a bit with the compound, probably by hand. Another thing I did basically was go around all the little chips and marks. I touched them in just to just to kind of eliminate them really and get rid of them. This one was quite a big one, it was a real big hole, it was right down pretty much to the metal, so filled that one in. Just needs smoothing over, probably needs a bit more paint in there actually. Always shake well. Right, so on to the next stage. Following the clay barring, so we're in our scruffs, we're going to go now with the machine sanding, or what do they call this, mopping. So the idea is you've got your orbital sander here with the correct pad, it's all wired up. You blob little bits on there and then you kind of dab it on the paintwork. We're going to do the bonnet first. We've sealed off parts of the bonnet, that's really just to be careful, I guess, just in case, well, it'll help with any kind of debris from the compound kind of going down any gaps, but also in case this runs away with me. I'm not hoping it won't, but in case it does, it will just protect the paintwork around those edges. So we're going to do the bonnet first, so quick dabs on there, we'll give it a go. There we go then, a few dabs of the compound on there. Just going to dab that down, a few places there, and then we're going to give it a go. Okay, so we're getting there with the 944 and its home DIY detail, but obviously there's just too much to put in one video, so I'm going to pause it there. This will be part 1. Tune in again next time for part 2. Don't forget, like, comment, share and subscribe. See you again soon. Cheers.